all you recovering emo kids. Amanda and Rob here at the Emo Kids Anonymous podcast. And on today's episode, we have the band Camp Trash, hailed from Bradenton, Florida. And their new album comes out today, Halloween, October 31st, $200,000. If you haven't streamed it, go stream it. We get to talk to the band about the making of this album, about their origins, about the craziest, touring that they've done. And yeah, it's been a really good time. And Hold Steady. A lot of Hold Steady talk.
And a lot of the Hold Steady, which is nice. We don't talk enough the Hold Steady on here in general, so that was nice to have here. This was a fun one to have on. I've been a Camp Trash fan since before we started the pod. Before we give you the interview, though, let me first just say happy Halloween. This is one of the great days of the year. I hope you guys are excited to go trick-or-treating. I am so excited. I'm about to start putting my Juggalo face paint on once we're done recording this. Before we do any of that, though, do us a favor, toss a follow, toss a like, subscribe, prescribe. This blouse you saw me wearing at the very beginning, you're like, wow, how can one blouse look that nice? It's because you can buy it. That wasn't a good read. NeverPhaseNetwork.com, you can buy the blouse. I'm sorry the read sucked. But this is a fun interview. Great band, new record, $200,000. That's a nice sum of money, huh? Get you thinking about what you're going to do with that, what kind of weird stuff you get into, how long it would take you to meet your own demise because you can't handle that large of a sum handed to you at once. That's what I was thinking about, at least.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. I think I would OD on like wings or something. Like I would just eat poorly. Like I would overconsume.
I'm so boring.
It's so boring. No, I would be like over consuming or something like that. Yeah, I would die from overconsumption.
I was gonna like invest it or maybe do something like that. Or maybe, I don't know.
I'm investing in
what I'll do? I will book Fall Out Boy for a private performance.
That's a nice investment right there.
That's a nice investment. So if I had $200,000, that's what I would do.
There we go. Speaking of Fall Out Boy, this band does have a real Fall Out Boy vibe. What with being the singer, the front man being a little more understated, and there being a loud, obnoxious member who gets all the attention for good or for worse. That is Bryan and Keegan here.
Yep.
Keegan's younger brother, Levi, as well, joined us. He turns out to be a lawyer. I was not expecting that.
That was wild.
I didn't think he was old enough to be a lawyer. I've never met anyone.
Well, I mean, you only have to do 2 years of law school. So
is that what it is?
Yeah, my sister's a lawyer. She was a lawyer by the time she was 30. So yeah, it's possible. Yeah, I mean, she's 37 now, but yeah, she was a lawyer when she was 30 too, as well. But no, Bryan not only reminds you of Patrick Stump from the standpoint that he is the kind of understated frontman, but he even has the beard, the glasses.
Kind of has the vibe, yeah.
Or the cap, the baseball cap. And
honestly,
he also made
good point.
And the way he described how he's never online and things of that nature, as someone who's listened to a lot of Fall Out Boy interviews, that's exactly what Patrick describes himself as. So he really is like
Bryan Gorman, the Patrick Stump of Floridian power pop punk adjacent bands.
I mean, I know a lot of girls on the internet. Oh wait, he's married. I know a lot of folks on the internet who would be interested just from that fact alone.
Amen.
Yep.
I don't know where we go from there. So enjoy our interview with Camp Trash, who are a real band.
At the corner of Rosario and Newport, some talk of where the body goes.
Yeah, I'm really hoping somebody bombed an Amazon Web Services like facility.
That's the best case fucking scenario.
But can y'all like hear me okay? Should I adjust anything?
Oh yeah, no, you're awesome. That's wicked and showing up. What's up, Bryan?
Perfect.
Hey, Bryan.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Okay, sick.
Good.
It's picking you up too.
What's up, Levi?
What up, Bryan? Rob, I feel like I've seen you sooner than I've seen Bryan last. It's been a long time for me and Bryan.
Oh wow, that's sweet.
That's really sweet. You guys are really spread around, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll see you this week though.
Hell yeah. I'm coming down. What, Thursday?
Thursday, yeah.
Yeah.
You're not coming to Bradenton though, right? You're going just to Gainesville?
No, just going right to Fest.
Yeah.
Shit,
That's wild that you
wicked.
guys, it's wild that you're from Bradenton because my aunt lives there currently. Like she's been living there for the past like 15 years. So
Oh, nice.
How does she like it?
Oh, she's moving up. She's moving back to Kentucky. That's how much she loves it.
Yeah. It's part of the tradition of being in Florida is trying to leave Florida.
Yeah. I mean, I think after the last hurricane and all of the insurance claims, and now that her kids are all old enough, she was like, I'm gone. I'm gonna go do my own thing.
Oh, the insurance shit in Florida is it's nuts right now. That home insurance is insane. I'm Bryan, you would know. You've got home insurance.
Yeah, we just avoided it. We were like, we had damage, but we were like, it wasn't worth it because we knew we would just end up paying like a shit ton. So,
Bryan, you're a homeowner?
I am, yeah.
Damn. Okay. Didn't realize we had.
Yeah.
It's a mix of bourgeoisie and proletariats in here. Okay.
I was living a pretty normie life until Keegan dragged me back into this shit. So,
how did Keegan drag you back into this? You got to tell us.
Well, I guess we can dive in. Yeah,
let's do that.
Yeah, so I mean, Keegan and I have been friends since we were in high school. I moved down here from Michigan when I was 15. I don't know when you guys moved down from Buffalo, but I feel like it was around the same time.
Yeah, 2005. 2004.
2007 for me. So, so Keegan and I were buds. Levi was the little brother that I always felt like when you're that young, you just feel like way too young to me. You know, like. Like we would never end up being friends because you were just way too young for me.
How much younger is Levi than you?
I mean, I'm 30.
What are you, 30?
Yeah, what are you, 33?
I'm 34. Just turned 34.
Oh, jeez. God, Bryan, you're so fucking old.
Fuck. God damn it. I want to kill myself now.
That's so funny because I'm almost 40 and one of my best friends is 28. Like.
I love age gap friendships.
You know when you're 15 and there's like a 11-year-old, that difference feels crazy. You know,
that is crazy. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, now that we're not like in our 20s is when we got closer. So I feel like So I mean, we were playing music when we were younger. We had a band called Friendship America that like songs like Bobby came out of that. You know, like we were playing songs when we were much younger. And then I just Keegan was in college. I went to college. Got a job, have a wife. I've bought a house. I did all the very normie shit. And then I feel like the pandemic, or right before the pandemic, we were like, Keegan and I had some songs that we played out a couple times, like around like in Bradenton and stuff. And then it was just like me. I think it was just me, Keegan, and Alex, right at that time.
Yeah.
Levi, yeah. And we played a show with Worst Party Ever in 2019 at a coffee shop in Bradenton. And we just decided to go like record the songs. And then, so it was kind of like a tribute to ourselves when we did Downtiming, and like that EP was just like, let's just get these songs that we've had for like 10 years recorded so that we can like just have it like we've never done this together. So let's just do that. And then
the documentation thing is a thing that we'd done in the past. I mean, I wasn't a part of the first recording, but Friendship America, our old band, we like played out a bunch. We like had a strong local scene coming up. That's where Worst Party Ever came from. This band Shady Nasty. Cameron Harrison was in a band called Betterment. They now do Farseek. Just bands who are now like kind of across the country. And we wanted to document the thing that we were doing, so we recorded an EP with Friendship America. And it feels to me kind of similar that y'all were doing. You had some songs for a new project. You may as well get them down, because it's easy to forget stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we played. I mean, like Camp Trash just came out of like Keegan and I had some of these songs, and it was we just played like an acoustic set at a house show in Sarasota. That I think I don't think Worst Party Ever played that show necessarily, but Shady Nasty may have. It was like some of our friends that are still in bands here locally were living in this house, and so it was like we just wanted to play something or like do something because we've been out of music for so long. And Keegan also like lived in so many different places. He went to college in Lynchburg, and then he was about to move to China, which he was in China for like a year or two. And And so there was like this small gap of time when he's like moved back to Sarasota, where it was like, well, we're together. Let's just like play some songs. Let's do something, you know? So I feel like Camp Trash just kind of stemmed out of that like convenience that we were both together, you know?
No, it makes sense. But so you played your first show in 2019. So then what happened when the pandemic hit? I mean, were you writing songs at that time, or, you know, did that help the creative process or just help you further along Camp Trash?
Yeah, I think so after in 2019 we played that show, and then that and this was the same time when Worst Party Ever recorded Here Online. And they recorded that with our friend Kyle Hoffer. He produced that record. He produced our first record and our EP. But he's based out of Orlando, so Keegan was just like, hey, like their recording sounded awesome. Like let's maybe go work with Kyle and see if he can just like record these 4 songs for us. And so it just kind of came out of like again, like convenience that like, hey, our friends did something cool with someone that's really talented in Orlando. Let's go do something like that and record these songs. And so, yeah, that happened in 2020 in January. So that like right before the pandemic, like really hit. And so we kind of like, not to say that it was a good thing for us, but I think what happened with that was like, we were able to sit on the songs and not like be forced to release them or forced to do anything with them, like go tour or do anything. So like, and you know, I don't know how familiar you guys are with Keegan, but you know, he's pretty active online with in this community. So I think he just like felt like, hey, these songs are pretty good. Like, do you mind if I like shop these around or just like, you know, share these songs with some like record labels I know? And that's kind of when we landed with Keith. So it wasn't like a year. It was like a year after we recorded the songs that we actually released Downtiming, and it was really just like a slow process. So like the pandemic allowed us to like take our time. It also allowed us to like, for at least for me, like just the thought of like putting out music and like having to promote that, maybe go on the road and do stuff, like that was just taken away. So I was kind of like, oh, there's no risk. Let's just like put this out to the world and see what happens, you know?
Yeah, and the expectation really was to find music online during the pandemic. No one was expecting to see their favorite bands on the road, so we didn't really have this pressure to tour at all.
No,
No, that was like a common thing, I think, during the pandemic. People were like, wait, we can make music. And like the parts of being a band that are like hard logistically, like touring and booking the shows, and that didn't matter. And it was kind of like, well, there might not ever be shows again anyway. So like, let's just make something that's cool. And then like, you know, 10 years later, like we still have it. You know what I mean? Like it's just like a cool piece of art.
Yeah.
And the other aspect of it is that a lot of bands held off releasing their stuff till the pandemic led up, so they feel like they could tour on it, because that's where the money is at, is promoting it like that. So I think we released the thing in a pretty barren landscape of music, so people really paid attention to it.
Exactly.
It was like you showed up. It was like a Division III opponent kind of thing. There was nobody there, just kind of you guys. Which you say that, but it's like bands, like everyone's getting them sweet stimulus checks. Like we could have done like I would have been doing like weekly merch drops. Like everyone's got $600 and they can't spend it at the bar right now. Like you can at least get 140 of it for like a fucking hoodie and a vinyl and a lunchbox.
Why not? That's why we're spending so much now.
I was playing like Zoom shows early on, you know, like
right?
Those...
That's like when.
Oh my god.
Zoom! Shout out Zoom. We almost had to. When this shit wasn't working before, we literally, I think we both went and made Zoom accounts. Like, we can do it on Zoom, I think. It'll be 40. We just have to break it up into 2. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Like, fuck.
Y'all don't have Zoom accounts?
No.
I had one. I think I've had them, but like, I guess.
How did you make it through the pandemic without having like your personal Zoom account?
I always used company ones. I
used company ones, or I used Discord. My friends all signed up for Discord, and we all did hangouts on Discord. So that's what
Discord's like did. That's like the next level of social media that I'm not ready for yet.
Dude,
I haven't quite figured it out.
I thought the same thing. I thought it was for like furries and perverts and shit. Like, no, it's actually not so bad. It's like a more concentrated, filtered Reddit almost. I don't know. But I'm also only in like one that we're in.
Furries and perverts are awesome.
Yeah.
They're really fun to be online with.
Best case scenario on the internet.
Yeah, really. Like, there are way worse people out there.
Of all
I feel the same about Discord as I felt about Levi when I was 15. It just feels like
I'm too old for this.
It feels
shit.
out of my reach.
Yeah. That's how I felt about every social media.
That's how I felt about
Snapchat
like when it came out, and I was like, my younger friends were like, "Yeah, you on Snapchat?" Nope. I don't understand it. Well,
Yeah, I think that's good because the Snapchat really was obviously for nudes. So
yeah,
there
100%.
being some sort of like, this is for younger people and also for nudes, I don't need to be there.
Yeah, I don't need to be
That's
there
not
at
my
all.
place.
Yeah. Discord's an insane place though for, I've seen a lot of bands who have created their own Discords because it's like a community and they can have different sub channels. And then once their fans start integrating it into it, they're having constant conversations within this Discord. And then you're announcing stuff and then you're putting your street team on there. I've seen a lot of different people use Discord in that way. And it's been pretty fascinating because I've joined like Hopeless Records Discord once and Honey Revenge, and it's interesting to see what bands are using it for as a way for their communities to feel connected, I think.
Yeah, sounded cult-like for a second there.
Maybe.
It sounded like this would be a good way to make a cult.
It really gives itself to that kind of thing, like the sort of parasocial connection with bands because they're there. What was it like? I don't think it was. Not Reddits. There was like old ways that bands used to try and interact with people online.
Do you guys remember Mod Life?
No.
Mod Life,
not at all.
Tom DeLonge made it. It was like when he was in Angels, and he's revolutionizing the world, and it was like this. Yeah, it was almost like OnlyFan or type thing, or what's the other one? Patreon kind of thing, where it's like you subscribe to the band directly, and it was like, and just direct to consumer model, this and that, and it's genius, this and that, and then like it basically just ended up being the rest of the internet.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't think he got his bag from that, but whatever. He's got one.
Have you guys experienced any type of parasocial relationship with fans in your?
Yeah, has anyone tried to shoot you guys because Levi's brother said some dumb shit on the internet?
Yeah.
I mean, nothing like that, but I definitely feel like there's a Keegan haze over some of the shit we do.
Okay.
Yeah, there are definitely people who are like on principle Keegan haters.
Damn.
They're like every now and again we've seen people post online like, man, I really wish Keegan was canceled.
Bro,
just
like,
wanting a reason to hate him.
I first heard of you like in like around like pandemic, like 2020, 2021 or so. One of my best buddies, Tyler, would be sending me fucking tweets. Like to this day, like we only know like as Franzia mom is just like Franzia's mommy.
Yeah.
But like he'd be sending, and I think he'd be sending them to me to think I'd like rage bait, but I'd be like, no, it's pretty on point. Like pretty good, and then I just see this guy talking shit. It was like an 80% that I'd agree with, and 20 every now and then there'd be one that was just like nuclear heat with me. I was like, this motherfucker here.
I think that's the average relationship with Keegan online.
Yeah, he's got this. I told my buddy T, I was like, I'm interviewing Camp Trash. I was like, I need you to pull up the file, and immediately he sends me like 6 old tweets of his kind of thing. It's like, that's the file, like, but like there's where he has one where it's talking about like, there's a bunch of group chats that just send my shit around. Must be the saddest group chat. I'm like, fuck, yeah, we have done that before. My bad.
Yeah,
but at some point I went and clicked on his profile, and I realized he was in a band, and I went and listened. And Mind Your Own, legitimately one of the fucking sickest album openers in general, across the board, not genre specific, anything, like just fucking. And I remember just texting and be like, yo, Franzi's mommy has a band, they fucking rip.
That's awesome. Yeah, I definitely get the sense that like people come up to the merch table and they'll just either like say a reference from something Keegan like said or did online. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't, because I'm not as online.
We're different guys.
I don't check his Twitter as much, man, or his Reddit.
Oh, you could not believe the amount of people coming up to me quoting Keegan's tweets, thinking that I am Keegan.
Yeah.
Do you look alike? Are you?
A little bit.
Yeah, we look alike enough that people confuse us. That our own mom confuses us.
Okay.
What is the deal? I gotta ask this as well. I'm under the impression you guys, speaking of parasocial relationships, what I understand about the Bradford brothers here is there is a fucking like NFL roster of you guys, a whole baseball team. How many siblings is there in total?
Yeah, there's enough for an NFL team, but the talent is so low that we're what is 8 of us, 8 kids,
Wow.
2 parents.
Jesus.
What would you guys
2
be good at
spouses.
collectively? Like,
what would be the Olympic family sport?
Or are you the Brady Bunch,
Bunch?
or are you the Partridge Family? Is it music?
This goddamn
I
Bradford
don't know.
from Bradenton.
No, I
Maybe
think it's
Partridge
got to be
Family.
like passive aggression
or
like making each other feel bad.
Oh, my family's good at that too. That's awesome. We have that in common.
That's a deep one right there. That one is very tough.
Yeah, we're always getting better at it, but we all grew up in the church, and so we've all had to have our own journeys of like coming back to the family after distancing ourselves from Christianity.
So you guys came up in the would be safe to say you came up in like that 2000s like Christcore, not of this world band of like.
Oh, absolutely!
Like Tooth and Nail,
go to Acquire the
thing.
Fire.
Wow.
Listen to go into we were down in Florida, so we went to all the Night of Joy, Rock the Universe sort of concerts that happened in the theme parks.
Yep.
And at some point, me and Keegan both got kicked out of a Reliant K concert for moshing too hard.
For moshing too hard, or like
who you
You're
are
too
fucking
hardcore
hates
for
who
the
you
Christian
definitely
kids.
were,
Yeah. I had 2 lives because I moved to Florida when I was 15, so like. But I got really into like pop punk music when I was, 13, 14. Like I went and saw bands like Hit the Lights, Cartel, Chiodos, like was local. And I feel like that was kind of like my upbringing. And then I got down to Florida. Yeah. And then there was a lot of like Reliant K, like Christcore kind of stuff. But so yeah, it's still pop punk though.
Yeah.
Jesus has a stranglehold on Florida down there, especially at that time. Yeah. He had a good run there.
He may still have a good
the
run there.
Scene. He's got it in a stranglehold still, but the scene back then was like hardcore shows in churches, in church basements.
Yeah.
I mean, there are no basements in Florida, but just in church like auditoriums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For good reason. There's no basements in Florida, I'd imagine.
Yeah, no, same. Speaking of the Jesus shit though, your guys is like leading up to the album coming out here, your album, like the rollout strategy is fucking incredible.
It
with
is
the
so
like
good.
mega church, weird like side of the road Jesus freak shit. Who
Rob,
thought that up? What's going on here?
That's not a bit. We really want to welcome you into the family. If you want to be a part of Camp Trash, all you have to do is give your heart to Camp Trash.
Okay. No money?
Well, there's a lot of money involved. But
Okay, I was gonna say, should I ask for money?
There's always money.
there's literally $200,000 involved. But if you want to be a part of the Camp Trash family, you can, because Camp Trash is the healing force of the universe.
I'm ready to be fucking taken away.
Yeah.
I got my Nikes, yeah.
In his
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So listening to like the new record versus the old one, there's obviously like a bit of a like sonic difference. This one sounds literally like 4 dudes in a room with some microphones just fucking grinding it out down to the point that, I mean, we got songs, but Bryan, you're fucking up. You're coming in early on a couple, you know what I mean? Like what was the recording process here? You guys did it with a man named Jimmy, I believe.
Yeah, it's James Palco, who he's got his own project called Jimmy Montague, but he also played in Perspective, A Lovely Hand to Hold. But he's a really great producer, lives in Brooklyn, but we recorded, was it Manchester, New Hampshire? Somewhere in New Hampshire.
So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Manchester.
Wow.
But yeah, when we went into it, like honestly, we didn't have a lot of time. Like, it's hard enough to get us all together for like an extended period of time, but we had like less than a week to record these songs, which we labored over quite a bit leading into it. Like we had these songs ready for a while. But we really wanted to, like, we love bands like Superchunk and I'm gonna go through all the Superdrag, but like we liked that kind of live recording sound of the guitars being a little loud and crunchy, the leads kind of over top, and we didn't want to do the drums to a click. We wanted those to be recorded live, like just to have it feel loose, in the room. And I think that James understood that like perfectly and was like, as soon as we got there, it's like he had a game plan for all 5 days for us being there, and we like had to utilize every minute of it. So it definitely was a different experience. Like working with Kyle, it's a little bit more production. You know, we recorded everything to a click. It's just a different style. Both are awesome. Like it was awesome to work with both people, but we really enjoyed this process a lot. It was like I think it's closer to the bands we really love and like the sound we really like. So it feels like something that like I would put on and listen to tomorrow from other bands, and we just wanted that kind of production. So
what kind of bands are we talking about here that are influencing this sound?
I feel like leading up to it, I know Guided by Voices was a big influence, like Isolation Drills, that record.
Yeah, I was listening to a lot of Archers of Loaf at the time.
Yeah, Archers
of Loaf and Superchunk, yeah.
Okay.
I think like stuff like The Weaker Than's always bleeds in just because like we love that band a lot. We love John Kay. Trying to think what else. Like Fountains of Wayne is another one. Like
beautiful.
That's what I wrote down in this album. It sounds like Superchunk and Fountains of Wayne did mouth stuff.
Yeah.
Was my note on it here.
Well, so when I was listening to Believer Now, Rose Bowl '98, the first half of it, as I was listening, I was like, the guitar sounds so familiar. And I don't know how 90s you guys are, but it sounds like Collective Soul's World I Know. If you listen to both the songs, like, oh, it kind of has, I was like, why do I hear this in my head? And so I was like, I'm curious if they have like this little bit, but Fountains of Wayne, Guided by Voices, they are very much 90s bands at the time as well. So yeah, I can see that for sure.
Yeah, I'd say sonically we were definitely trying for like a 90s alt rock sound.
I love that. I love that so much.
Alibi sounds very Counting Crows, I might say. Like I was like, okay, we got like some okay.
Yeah, these are the things. These are like I know the influences that bled in early for me. Like I know there's a lot of things I know I'm not trying to do, but I know that like growing up I was probably trying to imitate a lot of this shit that just kind of stuck. You know,
it's not the shit you think you're ripping off. It's like the things that they're ripping off as well that like bled into your brain like way younger. You're like, oh yeah, this is like it's like I think it's Blink-182. It's like no, you're just brother. That's the Sheryl Crow song you heard in your mom's car.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of Rose Bowl '98, though, I got to say that was Michigan beating Washington State. I actually have a jersey from the losing.
Ryan Leaf.
I have a signed Ryan Leaf jersey.
That's
here.
amazing.
Losing quarterback of that game, number 2 draft pick that year. What went into the naming of this track here? What's going on here?
So yeah, I'm a big Michigan fan, as you can see by the hat here.
It's clicking here.
And I also have like a vintage shirt from that Rose Bowl win. And when I was writing it, I was just kind of I think there's a lot of like I don't know, just like there's a story within there that we tied in a lot of like random locations and stuff, and Pasadena, California was one place that I just like within the lyrics it just felt good to sing, I think.
Yeah.
But like because I said Pasadena, California, like I was like immediately went to Rose Bowl. I think it just turned into like a place marker that we kept, you know, more than anything else. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so speaking of lyrics and themes. Okay, so when I was doing some research, I noticed that this album is a collection of stories. Is that right? About, people who everything revolves around, $200,000, either getting it, losing it, owing it. So what made you, talk to me about that? I know, right? Talk to me about the theme and how you decided that that's what you wanted the album to be about. How did that come about in the decision of, I want this to be kind of like almost like a concept album of these collections of stories, and this is the overall vision?
Yeah, I don't know about like specifically like what the stories were intended to be, but I just know that like from The Long Way, where I feel like we wrote stuff that was a little bit more personal and like feelings oriented, which was I think tied also to the fact that we was a older, or some of those songs were like written again when I was younger that we like carried over.
Yeah.
These songs were like completely new and different, and I think I went into it just wanting to write. I don't know if it happened naturally or what, but I just started writing songs that had a lot of like story in them.
Yeah.
Created a lot of settings. Nothing. I don't think a lot of it was like with the intention that like this is going to be a concept, or this is like. I just really wanted to write songs where it put people in a, like, if they're listening to it, maybe puts them in a place in their head and they can kind of follow along with the song and in their own way. So yeah, I don't there's not like this, I don't think there's more anything more specific to say about it, you know.
Speaking of $200,000, what is the weirdest thing you've ever done for money?
God, I don't know. Weirdest thing. Levi, you gotta have some weird shit.
Yeah, I do.
You're a freak.
What?
Oh. No, I feel like I just do it for the love of the game.
Yeah.
People don't pay me for stuff.
Oh, no.
I do weird shit for free.
Do you get paid in other ways?
Yeah, a lot of non-monetary payments.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's a lovely answer there. Jesus.
Yeah. Better question. If you had $200,000, what would you do with it?
Ugh. God damn. I'd probably move out of Florida.
That's a good start.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm with your aunt back to Kentucky.
How much do you think an assassin costs?
Roughly a good one. I think 50 roughly.
Oh,
yeah.
I could get 4 out of him.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, great.
They probably got. I feel like a package deal might be one of the scenarios where the bulk rate actually it goes up.
There you go.
Like if I buy 4 and get a 5th one free, then I'm sold.
There you
Who
go.
Target's gotta matter, right?
I know who's on this hit list.
If it's a cousin, then like 10 grand.
Yeah.
No, my cousins aren't that hardcore. They're pretty hardcore, but they're not that.
They're not that.
Beautiful. What's the issue with Mitch McConnell
keep
here?
Like a personal vendetta list of people who I think need to eat it.
Yeah, is Mitch McConnell on this list? What happened?
Wait a minute. Yeah, what's this about?
I mean, could we first start by saying, Agent Steve Forrest, if you're listening, this is all a joke. But yeah, Mitch McConnell is like number 1 on that list. If not, like, he genuinely has done more damage to our country than any other single person has in the last 100 years. He's stacked the federal judiciary towards Republicans to the point where no good law stands anymore. No good law actually has any teeth anymore. He's the reason why everything has gone to shit. And when he fell the other day and that video went around, I got sent that video like 75 times. People were just like, was this you? Did you do this?
You got
Sick.
You're not wrong, though. And as someone who lives in Kentucky, I don't claim them, but I know people out west probably do. They sure, we're a very heavy red state, sadly, but yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of good album rollouts, but you pushing over Mitch McConnell has got to be
would be solid. Yeah,
one of the better ones.
Did anyone make a edit of that with you pushing Mitch McConnell? Where's the AI on that?
Please don't even give people that idea. We got AI now. I'm going to be behind bars by the time this thing comes out.
Right? Yeah.
I don't get why there's not a Poblano music video with just that on a loop.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I scooped one of those Poblano shirts with the Mitch McConnell on it. I grabbed one the other night. I'm like, I think I need this in the collection. Yeah.
I'm really hoping those sell out before anyone, a federal takes notice.
Steve Forrest has a lot on his plate these days. There was a lot of tweets after the Charlie Kirk thing, and apparently they got really upset about that. So he's fucking backed up right now.
They got bigger stuff going on than little old me.
Yes.
Yeah, Mitch McConnell's low on the priority list of protection.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I don't even know if the Republican Party notices him anymore. Is he like still irrelevant, or is he starting to find his way?
I mean, he's not running again, so no one's really like paying attention to him.
Thank God. Yeah.
Right.
We do not. Anyone listening to this, call us woke, but we don't like Mitch McConnell around here. We can make that an official statement.
Maybe I'm too woke, but I wouldn't vote for Mitch McConnell.
We're being brave. We're drawing that line in the sand.
That is a good line to draw.
Don't cancel us here or anything.
No.
Yes.
So with the new album coming out, are there any plans for touring on this new album?
No plans as of now. We're playing Fest this week. We have a hometown show in Bradenton this week.
Sweet.
And then we have one show in Orlando in December with our buddies in Bad Luck.
Right.
Or in January. But yeah, aside from that, we don't have any plans. We talked a little bit about maybe next spring trying to plan for something, but yeah, nothing in the hopper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say we're kind of a spontaneous band when it comes to touring. We'll get an offer and we'll just take it.
Yeah.
It's a little beyond us to book our own tour. I mean, we all have careers, and Bryan and Keegan are married, and
I mean, we
Bryan
sort of
has
did
6
it like
kids.
a year ago.
Damn.
When we went up to Marquette and played with Liquid Mike, but that was like we did like a week, and then we had another booking agent like book the last week with our friends in Glaze. But yeah, it was, and that was just that week was enough where we're like, yeah, let's not do this again.
Yeah,
but
I feel like maybe I'm not hardcore enough, but touring for more than a week at this point in my life is misery. Being away from my bed that long.
That does sound challenging.
Horrible.
Yeah.
We are definitely not a band that is like in pursuit of anything more than what we're doing right now. Like we are happy with our lives, which is good.
That. Yeah.
And
it's genuinely just a huge bonus that people paid attention.
Yeah.
That like those songs again were originally recorded to be like a document of the music that they were making at the time. And the fact that people cared about it enough to like come out to shows and buy shirts and shit is like only gravy on top.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's always like I don't know, sometimes we will like a Hold Steady show will come up, or like we went to DC to see Bear vs. Shark and snowing, and I think those like those experiences are kind of like our tours too. You know, it's like it's an excuse to hang out and spend some time together. And if we break even, sweet. Like we're excited about it. But it's just fun to hang out and play these songs and write together. So
I love it.
Yeah.
You mentioned the Hold Steady there. Levi, I'm under the impression you're making a literature piece of media about the Hold Steady here.
I'm writing the next great American novel. J.D. Salinger is dog shit compared to what I'm making.
Salinger, Stein, Levi.
I am. Me and Keegan we're together. We're writing a book for the 33 1/3 series that Bloomsbury puts out. They do a series of books about albums, and we're doing one about Separation Sunday by the Hold Steady. And it's gonna rock. I don't know how much we can go into it with this whole podcast being about Camp Trash, but it's a lot about like being a hyper fan of a band, which you know what, I actually think this does fit this podcast pretty well. We explore like what makes the Hold Steady fandom so loyal and special. Yeah, because it is like odd that it's lasted for so long. The people all know each other. There are so many like very unique and like delightful characters within this scene that everyone knows each other. It is an exploration of this specific fandom, but also like how fandom happens. Yeah. And like, I don't know, trying to explain, it's kind of about the difficulty of trying to explain why something is great from the inside. Like me and Keegan, we're deep fans of the Hold Steady, and we want to talk. I mean, Bryan too. Let me not exclude Bryan, but he's just not writing this thing.
Yeah, you're good.
We're so like, we're obsessed with this band to the point where we've like done the thing where you put papers on your wall and try and connect lyrics together to figure out like what plot points go together. And it's like a special moment where you are so invested in what a band is saying that you just kind of like hinge on every word they're saying, on every note they're playing.
I was gonna say that's gotta be. I think that's like one of the appeals of the Hold Steady too. Is like Craig is going like, there's like the biblical references, the literary ones, and there's these like it's like Springsteen-esque characters mixed in, and it's like, are these people coming back? Does this tie into that? Like, there's so much to dive into beyond like 3 minutes of good times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very rich lyrically like that.
Yeah.
Can we get a top 3 Hold Steady albums? Your
Oh,
personal
me and
top
Bryan
3?
can both do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get it.
Separation Sunday, number 1.
Okay.
Oh shit. Levi, are you holding me to the flame here on this one?
Come on. You got it. You could do it. You'll get
All
it
right,
right.
Okay, so number 2, Stay Positive.
Okay.
Number 3, goddamn. Boys and Girls.
Okay.
Good.
Obvious pick in there, I
I
think.
see Levi's
Good.
face. I was like, I wonder how he feels about this.
The only one I have a difference with is I think Open Door Policy is better than Stay Positive. I put Open Door Policy in the top 3. I think it's a fantastic record, and it is like Craig Finn clearly showing his age in a beautiful way, where he, I mean, that album and the solo records around it are a lot of him sort of unpacking like losing friends, and like I don't know, his previous music is all about like these parties, these like drug addled like moments in his life, and the new songs seem so like weighed down by the fact that he's lived such a life, and he's clearly reflecting on what it means to have lived and lost people and now be an adult and have had such a storied life. I just think he's like aging very gracefully.
As you'd hope they would.
I think the Hold Steady too is like one of those bands that like as you get older, you start to like them more. Like I don't know if they're really a band for like 18-year-olds. Like they're for you to get into in your 30s. Like they start making sense like in your 30s, really. You know, if it's too much earlier, you need to be on medication, brother. Like you got serotonin issues. But like, yeah, you start. So it's like nice to see Craig age because like Open Door, that's the one with Lanyards and Spices, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that record, because Teeth Dreams is all right to me, but like that one is very, very, very special because I kind of like, I think unpopular opinion, Heaven is Whenever is my, I think, second favorite Hold Steady record.
I do love that.
That's
record.
fantastic.
Like, I think that was my entry point though too. I for some reason in the 2000s, I just didn't hear them. I don't know. And then the Weekenders played on like the 94.9 in San Diego, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And it's right when I was getting into like Gaslight and Bruce and the Killers, and I'm like, oh, like this is like a whole world of bands that are just kind of ripping off Springsteen. Cool. I didn't know.
I mean,
his favorite.
That's that sort of band that you can grow up with, that you like a Hold Steady. I do think I found the Hold Steady when I was young, maybe 16 or something. But the thing that fascinated me about the Hold Steady was, one, it rocked. It just kicks shit. The music is so good. And two, it was like so lyrically weird that like I felt like a cool indie kid for liking this sort of like weird self-referential lyrical stuff. But it keeps offering things the older you get. You can listen to it at a different stage of life and be like, I'm getting something else from this, because Craig is writing, I think, with a lot of depth. And I think that's like one of the best things about growing up with bands, is being able to like listen to them over time and realize like, I liked this stuff when I was younger because it rocked, but now that I'm 30, which is like the age like these bands were making music at, I understand like the things they were saying are actually like important truths about the world.
Yep. That's how I feel.
That's like one of the band. Hold Steady is like one of the Pitchfork bands I feel like that stuck for me. It was like a band that I learned through Pitchfork, like around the same time learning about like the new pornographers and stuff like that. I feel like a band that had a lasting effect, you know. It's like they now that you're right, like now that I'm in my 30s, it feels like a band that's appropriate for me to love.
There's like, it's just it's complete earnestness and shit like that, you know what I mean? Like there's nothing cool about Craig Finn. Like he's, you know, like kind of like probably self-admittedly like kind of the dork, but like he's got that dog in him, you know? I mean, you listen to songs like, oh shit, I wouldn't expect that from this dude that looks like a college professor, but like, yeah, it's very raw and like hard on sleeve in a way that I think holds up better than a lot of like that Pitchfork indie stuff you're saying. Like some of it was a little too like, we're trying to be cool.
Yeah.
You're right.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and I don't think Craig had any. I just don't think he had any cool in him in general.
Dogging on Craig.
Yeah.
No, I like him. I wish he was like my dad or my uncle, but it's like there's like a realness to him. You know what I mean? Where it's
Yeah.
like this guy's not. It's like an anti-rock star in the most real
Yeah,
way.
yeah. He's like tweed Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah. Bruce Springsteen that read books instead of pretending to work in a factory.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're doing this book, Levi, with Keegan, and is that something that you want to pursue in addition to music as well, like writing, or is this just something that fell into your lap and you're like, let's take this opportunity?
Side question?
Side questing.
Weirdly, I think it more intersects with my like legal career because I'm an attorney by trade, and I do a lot of legal research, and that was kind of the impetus for the book because I made this whole fan project that was, researching, annotating every line or really every word of Separation Sunday, and I like produced this like fan project that now we're making into a book kind of about fandom, and it was less about wanting to do music writing and more about wanting to do like academic research.
Yeah.
So I do think there's more of this that I want to do, but it is not like I don't want to write for Spin, but what I want to do is I want to publish a academic article about like why in the airplane over the sea, like why the I don't know historic I guess the historic references in Airplane Over the Sea, like what they are and why like that album has such staying power because of the way it's written. I don't know. I feel like it feels like I'm just describing music writing again, but there's something.
No, I see what you're saying. I see where you're
coming from. It's like journalism,
from.
But we're talking about rock bands. Yeah.
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 No, I get
Have you taken your annotations to Genius Lyrics yet and put all that in there?
No, I haven't yet.
He's a lawyer. Yeah, there's a different system they use.
Yes.
Please, no, I'm getting this thing published in the Harvard Law Review.
Yeah.
Yes. They need to spruce up their content anyways, I'm sure.
Get some peer-reviewed papers on late career Weezer. Let's go.
Yes. I could use some of those papers. Let's talk about Weezer. So
God, where is that shit? Sorry.
No, you're fine. No, go ahead. Where
are the papers on late career Weezer?
What are you gonna do?
I'm sure people are writing the books about this, right?
I mean, I
think he's not. I think they're not because he hasn't gone away again. If Rivers went away for 10 years or something like that, then people would dive in and start. But there's just that lack of fatigue. It's the McRib theory. Like, they've never gone away. So it deserves a deep dive. Like, can we, like, dive into the weirdness of some of these? Like, what's going on with this man? Like, is this, what are we doing here? Is some of it, like, performance art? Like, is it, what's going on?
I have unironically seen Weezer by chance more in the last 3 years than I did when they were at the height of their, like, when they were putting out Beverly Hills or everything like that. I've seen, and they're fans. There's young fans. I mean, there's kids that are in 15, 16. I'm like, they haven't put new music out. They haven't put new music out. I don't even know how long. Yeah. Like, how are you?
3 years.
How'd this happen?
Are they just at every festival now?
Yes, pretty much. Every festival I've been to.
Yeah.
Yes, they've been at pretty much.
Yeah, I've only seen them once, and it was after a Tampa Bay Devil Rays game. It was like the summer series.
After the Rays.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
it's like in the stadium.
Yeah, they used to because no one went to Rays games.
I was gonna say there's like 3,000 people there. Like...
They would double it up with a concert afterwards. So like I saw Sarah McLachlan, I saw Earth, Wind and Fire, and I saw Weezer like in the same summer.
There's a bunch of Weezer fans sitting through a baseball game. Like, could we get on with this? How many innings?
Right, there's 9 of these.
Like... There's 9 of these fuckers.
And all of those bands do not like equate. I do not equate baseball to either. That is. The most random listing of artists.
Is Sarah McLachlan in the arms of the Angels?
Yes.
Right? Yeah, yes. You don't think that would rip after like like a 9 innings of Tampa getting walloped by the Yankees?
Yeah.
I mean, it was great. yeah, just sitting around with a bunch of like nerdy white guys, like waiting for Weezer.
Yeah, it's a nice
In
moment.
2014.
They put on good a show, though. I'm not gonna lie. They put on a great show.
I had a good time.
Yeah.
2014 Weezer. That is, they hadn't. The next year they released an album that was 2 years after that. They released the White Album. It's okay.
Yeah.
Right around 2014, they released Everything Will Be All Right in the end. Also pretty okay, pretty solid late career Weezer records. So that was a good time to catch him, Bryan. Could have been worse.
It was. I mean, I had a great time. It was. Yeah. I mean, I hope the Rays never get a new stadium and no one ever comes again. Just keep getting the summer series coming back.
Beautiful, beautiful. Let me ask you guys a question. So, I would classify you guys as like kind of like a power pop band, maybe, or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, but you guys kind of seem to be lumped in this world of DIY emo and that underground world. Is that more so just a falling of adjacency and who people are friends with, or do you think maybe there's some emo roots that tie you in there? Like, you guys kind of feel like the fun adopted sibling.
I would say, I mean, we came up in like, in the scene where I feel like there's a lot of like emo bands that we were friends with. I think like I said, like Worst Party Ever, our friend Cameron Harrison, who plays in the band Farseek. Like a lot of these bands were like emo bands. And I would say that like early on with some of the downtiming stuff, there was definitely like an attempt by me to like write songs that were like Modern Baseball or like Cheap Girls. Like I feel like I was definitely influenced by that kind of stuff. Which I feel like Cheap Girls is another band that was kind of like not really emo, but was like tied into the emo space. I feel like we kind of were similar in that, but I definitely, because of, I think Keegan being someone who was really involved in like writing for he did a lot of like the like Asian emo scene, like writing at the time for the Allll, was like part of a lot of just emo Twitter in general. I think just him kind of having that authority and then being in a band where like we're promoting stuff that's like emo adjacent, I think that kind of got us into that world. And then we signed on with Counting Lucky Stars, which is like a legacy emo label. I feel like all that
you got the credentials.
Yeah, you have it all.
I think that like it's not hard to just kind of like tie us into that community, and like all of our friends and the bands we like are those bands too, so it's like it just worked out that way, I think. And again, like those songs that we wrote early on were songs that we wrote like in our early 20s. So it felt more like we were like we were writing those songs in 2016 when like some of those fourth wave bands were starting to like fade away a little bit.
Yeah.
And so we kind of came, I feel like we're like a fourth wave band that started in the fifth wave,
It's kind of late bloomers. Yeah, we're growers, not showers.
Yeah. And so this new record were like all songs that we had written within the last like couple years.
Oh, nice.
So it just feels like where we are as like musicians, songwriters, like the shit we actually like to listen to now is like, I feel like more tied to these songs. So I think it just kind of got us out of that emo like influence a little bit,
more authentic to Camp Trash, this new album.
Yeah, I mean, I would say for who we are now, like for 34-year-old Bryan, this is probably closer to stuff, but like, and the other stuff was too. It's just different, just different.
That was 26-year-old Bryan, totally different guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You guys kind of have like a Fall Out Boy dynamic here, Bryan, where you're the Patrick Stump at the behest of the other member, getting the headlines and stuff like that, and kind of roping you into shit like that. But you seem to handle it. You seem to handle it kind of well. You know what I mean? Like, as the front man of the band, are you running like the socials and stuff like that on that end, kind of being or do you kind of feel like you can be like the front man without being the front man?
Yeah, I mean, when we first started, like our drummer at the time, Alex, was like running the Instagram. Levi runs the TikTok, which if it's unhinged, if you go and look at it.
It's just my TikTok.
It's just Levi. But Keegan's obviously running his own Twitter. I'll be on Twitter every once in a while, but I really don't post there that much anymore. Twitter just seems like it's just so hard to like. I don't know. It's so noisy with bullshit. It's hard to like do anything on there or like find anything cool. So I I just honestly don't post there all that much. So yeah, I'm really not online all that much at all. If the whole like Fall Out Boy comparison thing, I feel like it's pretty accurate, but I feel like this band wouldn't happen if it wasn't for like Keegan and Levi kind of pulling it like along,
Yeah.
you know? So it's kind of like my role in it is just to kind of like I'll keep writing songs and sending them to Keegan and Levi and like kind of slowly move the needle forward with it. Like,
Yep.
yeah, I'm just like not an online person, so I don't really know how anything happens. I just kind of all of a sudden hear like Keegan's like, "Hey, we got an offer to play with the Smoking Popes." I'm like, "Oh, sweet."
Which is an amazing offer, by the way.
Sick,
Smoking Popes, that's great.
It felt
yeah,
out of
it was-
nowhere too. I remember seeing those tweets pop up, and I'm like, the smoking, like, what the fuck?
Oh
Like,
man, we got that. It was funny because I sent it to my wife because it was kind of like we had no plans to really do any touring like earlier in the year at that point. And I was like, "Hey, we just got this like offer to play with the Popes for like a week and a half," and she's like, "You have to do it." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I mean, yeah,
I'll take that.
I was about to be like, I don't think we can. And then she's like, no, you got to do it. I'm like, all right, well, let's do it.
You got to do it.
Would you agree with my sentiment that Megan is arguably a top 3 song of the entire decade of the 90s?
I'm there for it.
Okay.
I saw them play live like 10 days in a row or however long we were on tour with them. And it was so good. And they are so good. Like just it's funny playing with bands like that because you're just like quickly humbled. You're like, man, these guys fucking rock.
Yeah, this is a really good band. Yeah.
Yes. Talk about a legacy.
Yeah.
What's the process on the songwriting on this new record? You mentioned setting the songs. None of you guys live together, so is it mainly you firing tracks over to everyone else and then fucking around on them?
Yeah, so it's pretty basic. I do a lot of for this one particularly, I did a lot of just like I write really fast, you know, like I try to get like ideas out really quickly. And I knew for this one I wanted to have a lot of ideas so that we could just kind of like pick and choose the ones that we liked the most. So there's definitely like still some in the hopper that like I feel like are pretty good bones that would be fun to play around with and do something with. But yeah, I just kind of wrote like maybe 20 songs and we just narrowed it down to the 10 that we really liked or 11 that we really liked. And I'll just kind of like write it on acoustic guitar or like throw it into Reaper and just kind of like play around with it a little bit, send it over to the guys, like get their opinions or thoughts on it. And then once we're like ready to write it, like it's really just a process of like I'll send stuff over to Keegan and like he'll kind of help me shape it a little bit more. And then it's not till we like get in a room together where we really start to shape this stuff together. Like we kind of have an idea what we want to do with the songs. Like I know like I feel like Levi, you're always kind of quietly like like we'll come in with just being like, all right, I have a whole idea for this like song that'll change it like completely. And then in a room it really takes shape. So for this one in particular, I feel like it was just kind of building the inventory of songs and then getting in a room with the guys and seeing what worked and what didn't.
You guys do a good job of feeling like a live band for guys that live so far apart. You know what I mean? It feels fresh like that.
Yeah, it's been a long time. We've been playing music together since I was like, 15?
It's crazy.
Yep.
So like 4 years ago.
Beautiful. You're like, you're
like, just
fuck.
6 years ago. It's fantastic.
I used to post videos of us on Vine.
Yes, back in the day.
I have one more very serious, important question before we wrap it up. I need to know, as representatives of Florida, weird Florida, can you give me a Mount Rushmore of Floridian pop punk bands?
Oof. Mount Rushmore.
So this is tough because Florida has such a diverse scene and it's pretty fractured. Like I couldn't tell you Miami pop punk. Miami pop punk is its own thing.
I don't think I know a single band from Miami.
Same. I don't think I do.
Set my friends on fire.
I mean,
You Found Glory, right? It's got to be at the top.
You Found Glory's got to be number one. Okay. I know at some point Recess Theory and Further Seems Forever were from around here. Is
pop punk though?
Is Dashboard on here? Is Dashboard pop punk?
I don't know. It's like
It's third wave emo, but it's all adjacent.
Oh, it's
you
all
could say
adjacent.
it is, yeah. It's all everything's adjacent. Yeah, it's right about the area where everything gets fucky.
He toured with Simple Plan, close enough.
Yeah.
Why am I having a hard time with pop punk bands from Florida?
I mean, is We the Kings pop punk?
They're pop
yeah,
punk.
I'd say they're pop
but
punk
they're
enough.
not. But they're not foundational. They're not.
I was
like,
gonna say, there's no way no offense to the Chuck Juliet guys, but I
like Boys Like Girls pop punk. Yeah, it's like
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
MySpace pop punk.
What do y'all think about Less Than Jake?
No, Less Than Jake.
Less Than Jake is pretty fundamental.
They are, yes, to pop punk and to ska. So
into ska. That's the thing. Is like,
yeah,
well, it's like a gateway to ska too. You know what I mean? Like it's a nice little in between.
Yeah.
I think Less Than Jake belongs. That's doable.
Yeah, with Newfound Glory, I think so too.
God, Mount Rushmore though. That's. I feel like I need to like go and learn what pop punk bands are from Florida altogether. My brain fell apart after Newfound Glory.
I was gonna say that's the big one. In my head, like everything either comes from California or Florida. And now I'm thinking about, I'm like, shit. I guess you guys. Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Yeah. I think Florida. I think of like Against Me and like Tom Petty and stuff like that instead. Which is that different. Which is how I know what Bradenton is because of an Against Me song. So wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We'll take Fake Problems. We call them pop punk.
Oh yeah,
Fake Problems and Yellow Card. Yeah, Yellow Card.
Yeah, Yellow Card actually.
Yellow Card.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's you have to put Yellow Card on there.
Objectively.
Also, I am just learning this. This bike is a pipe bomb is from Florida.
Yes. That's more of what I associate like Florida with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
something a little more like choppy,
Bryan,
you
this
know?
sort of
I feel like there's a band
this lack of knowledge is embarrassing. Oh.
I know. I think I'm having a hard time. The pop punk thing is what's throwing me. I feel like there's so many bands that I'm like, I don't know if they're actually pop punk.
All right, no, take away the pop punk parameter. Just for Florida, the Mount Rushmore of Floridian
bands.
So yeah, definitely. I definitely like Further Seems Forever, Dashboard, Newfound Glory still sticks.
Yeah.
Against Me, definitely. Goddamn, I feel like there's something Tooth and like Under Oath.
No.
I mean, I hate to say it, but they influential, very influential band at that like during that time.
Yeah.
Shit. Levi, pick up my slack. You blew it.
I think we got 4 already.
I think yeah.
What's that?
How many heads can we put on a Rushmore?
4.
You do whatever you want. This is your fucking country.
I said a day to remember, but
yeah, I mean, they're huge, but
they are huge.
Yeah, is that what
I'm just googling pop punk bands from Florida now.
I mean, they're influential in helping with that whole breakdown, music of the 2010s.
They were influential. I don't like the influence personally, but they were influential.
Right,
yes.
Not
for me. Yeah, it's about when I was.
They were influential, but just not for us. Yeah.
Yeah, not for me.
I feel like there was a moment for pop punk in Florida, but it was always about the folk punk and hardcore metal out of Florida. I feel like hardcore in Florida was more like I mean, that was the thing I grew up on.
Well, I think like the Christian core stuff, like Copeland and I guess like Under Oath. I feel like there's so many tooth and nail bands I can't think of right now.
Yeah.
That are from Florida. But yeah, a lot of hardcore. Burn of a Day is like from where we're from. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but
I don't know who that is.
What a good fucking band.
What are they called?
Burn of a Day.
Burn of a Day.
Write that down.
Metalcore.
Okay.
That's what I associate. Yeah, like you said. Like I think of like Against Me, like kind of crusty punky stuff, and then like Set Your Goals. That's Florida, right? Set Your Goals.
I think California.
Oh, they're ours? Oh, well, fuck me. I don't know. 4 Year Strong. Is that, no, that's Massachusetts too. That's just what I associate Florida with. Yeah. Other states. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Either way.
Anyways,
Amanda, Do you have any more questions before we wrap this up?
Well, I was curious. We were talking about touring a little bit, but I was curious. I know you've done Coachella, you've toured with Smoking Popes. What has been your favorite performance or favorite tour, if you will, that you've been able to do since becoming Camp Trash?
I mean, I think this one's pretty easy. The recent one we just did with Worst Party Ever was probably my favorite.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was. I mean, Worst Party Ever is like some of our best friends in the entire world. Like we played shows with them here in Sarasota, or played shows with Andy. He's since moved to Japan, and it was really cool to see him come back to the U.S. like with his band that are all Japanese to play these shows, and to see the turnout. Like we saw him play house shows and play coffee shops in Bradenton where like nobody was there. To then like see them play in, you know, at like 1 a.m. in New York City, and it was like a full room. It was just like that was a really cool experience. Also, just to spend time with those guys, like it was really, really great time. And of those shows, I feel like one of my favorite shows was in sorry Keegan because he wasn't here for this one, but was in Atlanta. We played. It was like a mini fest that Michael Sarah Palin put on.
Okay.
Oh, sick.
They weren't able to play because they got COVID like 2 days before it. But yeah, it was us, Worst Party Ever, Ogbert the Nerd, Kerosene Heights, Newgrounds, Death Rugby. Like it was a really cool like stacked lineup, and the room, it was like for the first like, I still am always surprised when anyone knows our shit and there's like come to our shows and like likes our songs at all.
Yeah.
And we played a pretty big room in Atlanta to people that were like singing along and really enjoying it.
I love that.
And we played as a 3-piece because Keegan wasn't there. So Taro from Worst Party Ever came up and played guitar for one of the songs.
Sick.
We also had
all right, I forgot about Renzo. I forgot about Renzo's thing.
We had Renzo unplugged on
Ogbert
guitar.
The Nerd.
So Renzo from Ogbert the Nerd, who plays drums in Ogbert the Nerd, he came up on stage for our entire set holding a guitar that was unplugged, and just
sick.
We never acknowledged him. We never said anything. We didn't like introduce him. He was like just fiddling with the amp, like playing with his strap. At one point he was just like on his phone during the entire song, but it was because he literally just learned the lead intro to Bobby. So we waited till that part of the set, and he played he actually had to stand off stage for Taro to come up and play.
Wow.
To play with us, and then came back on stage to do nothing until Bobby. It was great. So yeah, that was probably my like favorite show, just as far as like the energy was great. We were having really like a lot of fun, and it was cool to do like some of the goofy shit that we did.
I mean, that whole tour, once us, Worst Party Ever, and Ogbert the Nerd met up, and it was just like goofing off the whole time. Usually on tour you have like, if you accept a tour from a bigger band, there's a band you have to get to know and figure out like, do they want to hang? Are they all tired because they tour all the time? Do they have any interest in like getting drinks afterward? And for this, it was just like a party from sun up to sundown.
Sick.
And not the
way.
Awesome.
Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay. I gotta run my son downstairs and we'll finish up.
Okay. Sounds
Benji,
good.
come on, buddy. Come on, let's go real quick. Mom's here. Let's go, brother.
Yeah,
let's go. Come on,
Benji downstairs.
Buddy, come on.
Oh,
I know. Is that for you, Levi? Same thing.
I will say I think my favorite show we've ever played. There was one like ill-fated show in Albany, when we toured with Spanish Love Songs.
Okay.
For whatever reason, we were like flat. We were waning really hard in the tour. We were really fucking tired, and it was some long drives, and we hit Albany and decided like, all right, we have to get our energy up somehow. So we all decided we're going Maniac mode.
What's Maniac mode?
So Maniac mode is we drank a lot of gin, like a lot of gin. And just decided that like this was the show we were going to. We played enough. The set is good, let's stop thinking about playing the set and start thinking about having fun on stage.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the most fun I've ever had playing a show.
Yeah.
I got absolutely blasted on gin and tonics, and we played our hearts out, and then we hung out with a guy who owns a burger joint there, and he gave us free burgers.
Oh my
And his partner owned a bar, and we drank free drinks at her bar.
Wow.
And it was just like, it was just the perfect night of like, we really fucking rocked that show, and now we're eating free food outside in Albany. And because it's Albany, it was like 2 a.m. We were like eating burgers, and there's 100 dirt bikes in the road because there's just like a big mass of people who drive dirt bikes through Albany in the middle of the night.
Really?
I've
never been to
so
Albany.
Cool. It was awesome.
Yeah, you're leaving out the detail that we all wore our own band shirts on, on stage too.
On purpose?
Yes, yeah, we all wore Camp Trash shirts. The stage was maybe the longest stage we've ever played. Like from the bass or from the drum to like the front of the stage was just really long. And at one point, Levi just grabbed his mic and dragged it all the way back to our drummer to get him to talk, which he never does on tour. But at the time, our drummer Alex, who, if you know, he's just a wild person. Like, he's such a good time, such a fun dude.
Yeah.
But he's giving him the mic was like such a beautiful thing because he just started yelling at everyone in the crowd in a very like lovable way. But it was it was great. Keegan is such he's such our parent figure in the band, in the sense that like you could tell the whole time he's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Why are you guys doing this?
Did he also drink a lot of gin, or was it just
he was
Oh yeah.
I mean, he was in on Maniac mode that night for sure.
Okay. Yeah. But then how do you feel in the morning? Oh my gosh.
Oh, you just have to get up and do it again. I mean,
you just power through, yeah.
For the rest of the tour, in order to gather strength every night was Maniac mode then.
Yeah.
Because we were so tired. By the time we got to the next venue, we were like, okay, we have to put on a good show. It's Maniac mode.
It's so funny because
gin to consume.
Spanish love songs are maybe the most like professional group of people ever too. Like, they just are like, this is their profession and they deservingly should be doing this. Like, they're just so good at what they do. They like take themselves seriously. They like understand the business of like what they're doing. And we were just these like young idiots who aren't even that young, but just up there being, drinking gin and going wild on stage. It was fun.
Yeah, Robin, you missed it.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Maniac mode.
I just ran back. I went Maniac mode running back. Hold on.
Okay. He likes to shut his door.
All right. We're good. Sorry about that, guys.
You're good.
My son, his mom should have picked him up earlier, but she works far away, so she's like, I'll do it later. I'm like, that works. Sometimes when he's here, he's super cool. This was okay. A couple weeks ago. A couple weeks ago, he wigged out so hard, like, and just he's running back and forth, that the neighbors downstairs called the cops. And it was in the middle of the worst interview that's ever happened in the whole world. Like, these guys were fucking maniacs.
Yes.
And the cops show up, and I was trying to get out of it because like they were fucked up. And then like I'm like, we got the cops here, and they're coming in during it. I'm just like, this is fucked. It's the worst day ever. I'm just like, no, it's my son. He has autism and he kind of wigs out sometimes. They're like, well, can we see him? I'm like he's a fucking golden retriever. I'm like, yeah, you want to go look at him? Make sure I'm not like beating him up. Like, he's running around. He does it every day. I don't know what to tell you. Like, he's on Maniac mode, bro. Like,
damn, your podcast go hard. You get the cops called.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah, it's uncensored, brother.
Yeah, that's how we work.
It gets loose.
I know it. So we have the albums coming out Halloween. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It's beautiful. I like that.
Yes.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily planned that way, but I think it worked itself out. Like, it was I mean, we always would love to get our shit out earlier, but I think once we got like the dates that it could come out, I think Halloween was just like, oh yeah, hell yeah. I think especially just with the theme of the album, and it was fun to tie it all together.
It's a nice opening there too. Halloween is like a much more like overstated holiday. Like, Halloween's not a day where you run around doing shit all day. The trick-or-treating thing is like really short. Most people
Mhm.
aren't. Not everyone's
Sure.
at a party, especially like once you're older. Like it's a lot of time chilling. You can only do so many fucking movies you watch once a year. Throw
Yeah.
on a record. It's nice.
You're
Yeah.
gonna go trick or treating, get all your candy, sit down and listen to $200,000.
Yep. Exactly what you're gonna do.
I'm
And
gonna
then the
eat all
Monster
my
Mash.
fucking kids Snickers and shit, and just, I mean, yeah, we're gonna like it.
Snickers,
Be
huh?
vibing out to Alibi in my fucking Juggalo paint.
Hell yeah.
Is that like a costume or just like kind of a thing
That's
you do?
just like a regular. Yeah, that's
Just
yeah. I do.
right.
It's like Halloween is the one day I can be myself. So like I ironically put on the
Rob
Juggalo
can
paint.
truly be Rob.
But I can really, yeah, it's like I can be, it's what I really want to be, but I'm afraid of public scrutiny. So it's like, oh, isn't this funny?
That's the
And
beautiful
deep down-
part of Halloween. That's what
Right?
Halloween's
Yes.
all for.
Yes, you can be who you really want to be. And sometimes I just want to go fucking whoop whoop, bro.
That's all he wants to do.
Yeah.
It appeals to me.
But you can't now. But you
No.
shouldn't. You should not now.
No,
save
the
it for
bad boy
Halloween.
behavior.
Yes.
Don't you dare say whoop whoop to me outside of Halloween.
I'm actually, this year for Halloween, I'm doing a Newfound Glory referenced
You
costume,
are.
which feels way less cool than being a juggalo. But it will be sick when it's ready. It will be sick. It'll be nice, yeah. We'll see
I
how it
can't even
goes.
imagine what the costume is.
Yeah, it could be weird.
Rob's over here hyping it up. All right. So
Yeah, right, yeah.
for all of our listeners and viewers, if they want to connect with Camp Trash and become those parasocial fans that give Keegan grief and give you guys grief when they talk about Keegan's Twitter posts, where can they find you guys on the socials?
Yeah. So I mean, if they aren't already, they can follow Keegan at Franzia Mom, as you know. They can follow us on Twitter. I think it's at Camp Trash Band or just at Camp Trash. I don't know. It's one of the
Just Camp
things.
Trash.
Camp Trash, right?
They'll find us.
Camp
and then-
underscore trash.
Okay, there we go.
Camp underscore trash. And then Instagram, I think, is at Camp Trash FL.
The real
maybe?
shit. The real shit is camptrash.org.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know when this episode's coming out?
October 31st.
It's going to come out on Halloween
Okay.
Oof.
for you guys.
All right. So
Spooky.
then if you go to camptrash.org/dog, you can find the Camp Trash video game.
Who made that?
People will
The fuck?
be able to do that once this thing comes out.
Sick.
Okay, so camptrash.org/dog.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
We got a video game. I don't even know where to go with that.
There's
Like like a 16-bit. This is like a
No, it's
first person
kind of
shooter.
like- I don't know. Have you played Elden Ring?
Yes,
Uh-uh.
I have.
Amanda does.
It's
Yeah.
it's kind of like Elden Ring.
Wow, that's fancy.
Wow.
The fuck. Okay. Sick. Well, I know what I'm doing on Halloween now. My kids will not be trick or treating for too long because I'm gonna play games on
Is
my
it
phone.
only 2 hours anyway?
Or is it only Is it desktop? Is it desktop or mobile?
Oh, it's both.
It's both. Sick.
It's
Okay.
cross-platform.
Okay. I'll be ready.
Okay.
I'll be ready.
I'll be ready. I'm gonna rack up the high scores on that shit.
If you play, if it's really like Elden Ring,
Yeah. No, I don't.
Yeah, I got that
know.
high
I don't know.
score on Elden Ring.
I don't know,
think
yeah.
that's what you do.
I don't fucking know. Fucking
You're
unk.
usually trying to complete quests. That's what your whole.
I
Yeah,
don't
the
want
goal
to
is to
be- no, I
kill
just want
each of the
high
band
score.
members.
No, it
Oh,
is
that's pretty-
not.
yeah. That's honestly
God.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
I
Get
wish
the
we could live up to that
frustration
hype.
out.
Yeah, that's fantastic. All right, so when this comes out, as you're all listening to it right now, go to camptrash.org/dog. Check out the Camp Trash video game.
And good luck beating my high score, motherfuckers.
Yeah, and also go stream their album today, which is when this
Yes.
episode airs.
Halloween.
Yes. Happy Halloween, by the way.
Thank you for joining us. Happy Halloween.
Yes. Thank you guys for joining us.
I better go trick or treating.
Thanks, y'all. Happy Halloween.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for joining us, you guys.
Yeah, thank you
The
guys.
record,
Yeah.
the record's sick as fuck. I'm stoked. You
It's
guys
really
sound
good.
fucking dope. You guys
Yeah.
sound fucking dope.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Sure.
Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, no problem.
Levi, I'll see you on the
Yeah.
internet, buddy.
I'll see you online.
Later, guys.
Peace.
Bye, guys.
Hey man, it's your boy Petty Hendrix, man. You tuned in to Emo Kids Anonymous. Check it out, you dig?